Hay una pregunta pendiente de María. María Paz. A ver. Conciencia de ser y ser conciencia es lo mismo. Puedes levantar la mano, María, para que tu pantalla se vaya a la izquierda y te pueda ver. No tengo que estarte buscando por acá. María López. María. Ok, listo. Ah, para efectos prácticos y diferenciación entre la mente y la conciencia, yo hablo de conciencia, de ser consciente de ser conciencia o conciencia de ser. ¿Ok?
Es mejor que me quites el micrófono porque estoy fatal con la tos y la garganta y prefería estar callada porque no
No,
puedo hablar apenas.
tranquila, 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 no
Está
pasa
haciendo todo el tiempo.
nada.
Ay.
Bueno, en este contexto, conciencia de ser se refiere al ego. ¿Ok? Conciencia de ser se refiere al ego. Cuando nos despertamos en la mañana, lo primero que sabemos es que somos, conciencia de ser. Pero esa conciencia de ser es conciencia de ser el cuerpo. ¿Me sigues? Ahora yo estoy consciente si me desmayo o si me duermo, ya te cerré el micrófono. Si me desmayo o si me duermo, entonces estoy inconsciente. ¿Mm? Por lo tanto, esa conciencia de ser no es real. ¿No? Esa es la conciencia reflejo, la conciencia individual, falsa conciencia, yo soy el cuerpo, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Cuando yo hablo de conciencia de ser conciencia, es el conocimiento, valga la redundancia, de ser conciencia, saber que se es conciencia, que solamente sucede cuando la conciencia corporal o la identificación con el cuerpo desaparece. ¿Sí me explico? No sé si... ¿Entendiste la respuesta? Oh,
Puedo hablar casi. Tengo un gripazo.
ya veo.
Llevo desde el 2 de octubre, así fui a unos médicos y tal, y me están dando medicaciones, pero me la tienen que andar cambiando porque no me tal, pero es la tos, lo peor, el resfriado,
Uh,
lo único que me hizo la garganta de tanto toser y la abdominal también, porque al toser, como haces así,
claro.
entonces es lo que te decía, por eso lo quería yo, porque no puedo llevar nada.
Sí, pero para hacértelo más fácil, ¿entendiste la respuesta?
No sé, porque no, como fui tosiendo, pero luego veré el vídeo y a ver si, porque no lo pude escuchar todo por la tos.
Claro.
Entonces, luego veo el vídeo, pero creo que la conciencia de ser es lo que, el absoluto, lo que es, ¿no?
Mm.
No, ese no. Ser consciente, ser conciencia, es que no tengo claro yo eso, pero como luego lo puedo ver otra vez en el vídeo. Porque como estuve tosiendo no escuché muchas cosas, ¿sabes?
Ok,
Pero seguro que me explicaste bien.
ok, no te fuerces, tranquilo.
Gracias.
No.
Cuando esté mejor, espero hablar más contigo porque me hace falta, pero no estoy en condiciones.
Ok,
Te veo todo. De hecho, estoy viendo vídeos, todos los antiguos los empecé a ver todos ahora. Cada día veo unos cuantos,
ok,
porque me va, lo prefiero, estoy más así. Viene, va a estar en mí.
sí,
Me olvido del cuerpo y estoy ahí bien.
ok. Pues cierra el micrófono para que no sigas hablando y forzándote. Tonka.
Hey, can you give me just a minute? I'm gonna need to take my charger because I've noticed my battery is down.
Ah,
Is that okay?
yes,
Yeah, just give me a sec,
sure,
please.
sure, take your time.
Actually, yeah, okay. Well, that took less than a minute. Hi, Caesar. Hi, everyone. How are you doing?
All good. Okay, I was answering a question on the chat, so then
So, um, since we started talking, I was like doing um okay for a while and doing inquiry and feeling calm and everything, but lately it seems like I don't know, I've just like veered off and I can't it's like I can't get back to it, whatever I do. It just I don't know.
I don't understand.
Like it's I do the inquiry, but I can't get the hang of it. And I've seemed to have fallen in some, and you spoke about this like lethargy, dullness,
Mhm.
and I do the inquiry, but it's just like a shot in the dark. I don't know. And I'm not sure why or what happened. And like my focus, like in general, like just went away. And of course, it has to do like I'm still in between, uh, trying to find a solution, like to whatever is going on. But um, I don't know. I'm even like I feel like I'm giving up on this and that, like trying to do something or trying to, you know, connect to whatever or I feel like at the moment like totally lost. Totally like I don't know where my head is at.
But these are thoughts.
I know.
I am totally lost. Everything went away. You didn't go away. You are there.
I know.
You're,
I know that.
you are just creating a sense of self, based on all what you say and all what you think. That's all.
I get that as well, at least theoretically,
Even even if the mind is dull, right? You are not the mind. See, whatever the mind is doing, whatever state of mind, you got nothing to do with it. You are just simply aware of it, conscious of it, and you cannot not be aware of it or conscious of it because you cannot not be the awareness of or consciousness that you actually are,
that's true as well. Because someone is aware of the dullness all the time.
or whatever it is.
Yes. But something doesn't, it doesn't feel, it feels like I'm absent.
But the thing is the sense of duality. See, we have to be careful when we speak about awareness, consciousness, or even witnessing, right? All these are terminologies to differentiate the self from the mind. Because it may even sound that there are two, the witness and what it is witness, consciousness and something else that there is awareness of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to at least like to start shifting the attention only from being the mind.
To
So you have to
differentiate
like, yeah,
between,
I see that, yeah. But then again, and in the end, it all becomes one again. I mean, it doesn't become, but like you see that it's not really differentiated,
because
right?
consciousness is just being. Being is consciousness. See, consciousness is being. It's not knowing. Is exactly. It's not knowing. It is just being. Mm. Yes, a little reminder will do, right?
Yeah. And I mean, whatever the situation, I am all this time, whatever the dullness, alertness, awareness, not awareness, right?
No,
So when you
cannot.
put it,
There cannot not be not awareness. Awareness cannot
I
not.
know, yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, but I feel like I'm not properly aware. But when you put it like that, it's ridiculous.
What?
Yeah,
How do you mean that you are not properly aware?
I know it feels like
Well,
that.
you are not
I know.
properly. You are not properly aware of being awareness, okay? Or being consciousness, or being the self, whatever you like to call it. These words are not even accurate to refer to oneself. I
True.
am. If the mind is dull, I am. If the mind is active, I am. If the mind is pure, I am. See?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the activity of the mind.
Oh, the mind is the only one that is concerned about its own states, its own delusion. It is lost in the phenomenon that itself is presenting, projecting, manifesting.
Yes.
It's a traps. These are subtle traps. And they appear normally, these kind of traps that you're talking about happens when the seeker is advanced, so to speak.
I feel
So
so unadvanced, yes.
you let me figure that out. Because of the type of trap, okay? It means that the mind is playing subtle games and it's more difficult to catch.
But when you put it that way, it sounds so silly.
Yeah, of course it is. That's why you're laughing, because somehow there is a recognition of the trap. When there is a recognition of the trap, means when we can see the ego, we can see that there is no ego. Because when you see it, it's gone. See? When you switch on, it's like the darkness in the room. As soon as you switch on the light, for you to see, I want to see the darkness clearly, let me switch on the light, and then darkness disappears, right? And then there is only this knowledge I am, which you cannot describe. Knowledge I am means knowledge of being, right? Of being what? Just being. Hmm.
But it's
It's not a knowledge of being the body or being the mind or being this or that. Simply being, being.
but there is nothing you can do or not do to change the fact that you are.
You can't. See, for doing or not do, you must be. See, without beingness,
I,
there is nothing. Doing or not doing or whatever it is that we hallucinate is there. There is in reality neither doing or not doing. Right? Apart from the idea this is happening, nothing is happening. And apart from this thought, I am doing, I am not doing, there is neither doing or not doing. See, in reality, there is only being.
but it's also when you say you must be,
It's ridiculous
because
because you
it's
because you cannot not be.
yes, you cannot. It's just, yeah, but we get worried about the quality of what we think is being. You
Being
know,
being this, being
but
that, right?
yeah, being this, being that, but being is just is
It just is.
um
It just
it
is.
just is, yeah.
Yeah.
So but it's yeah, we get so oblivious to the obvious.
Because the attention is on the phenomenon. And the attention on the
Yeah,
phenomenon takes away the attention on oneself.
yes.
I
And
mean,
especially
you will
yeah,
be aware of you
sorry.
will be aware of the phenomenon. There is no doubt. But we must be aware of being aware, conscious of being conscious.
But also resisting the phenomenon or wanting a particular phenomenon takes you even further.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my see, because I'm not particularly like happy with my phenomenon at the moment. So this is where I'm struggling a lot.
This is acceptance, rejection, likes and dislikes,
Yes,
prejudices,
yes,
and this is thought. And for that thought to be there must be a thinker. The thinker must be me. Me in this context is Tonka, right? I am Tonka, and I accept this, I reject that, I like this, or I don't like that,
yes.
right?
But also, Caesar, there is like, I mean, you may just, well, lie down and die, that's an option as well, right? But also, like, you have to, I don't know, you have to eat, like if you don't want to lie down and die, right? I mean, and then you have to come up with the food to eat. I mean, it's like I'm still living in this phenomenon
That is
where I
that is
need,
all that is an issue is you identify yourself as the body, right? All these things are going to happen by itself. This phenomenon happens by itself, spontaneously, automatically. There is no one there doing
yes.
it. Appears to be if the identity with the body gives the impression I am the body, I am doing this and that and the other, right?
So yeah, I'm still I'm still pretty much identified with the body, and the body needs to eat, like, and then the body is focused on getting the food, on providing the food for itself, right? And then,
But the body is not doing that by itself. There is a power that is making the body, the whole universe to move and do whatever it is that is meant to be doing or whatever is meant to be done. The body doesn't
yeah,
say I, the body is unaware. I
yeah,
am
okay, yeah,
aware.
yes,
The idea that the body is aware is an extension of the idea I am the body. See, I am Caesar and I am aware of something, right?
yes,
That this body, there is an individual awareness or individual consciousness. It is my own awareness, it's my own consciousness. It's a separate, independent individual. That's all that is sought.
yeah,
The thought I am the body is gone. Then it is obvious that phenomenon is taking place spontaneously. And we can also see the tendencies that are conditioning the behavior of the body. And these tendencies are the mind.
yes. However, I'm still not beyond identification with this body and mind, right? I'm still not there. I'm still identifying with this, regardless of, like, like, expanding my views or whatever you want to call it. But I still feel like Tonka needs to eat, like, and I'm thinking about, how to solve the problem, like that
No,
kind of problem.
what you're looking is for what you think is the right way to do it and the right environment and all that stuff. See, instead of allowing things to happen by itself, that's one of the
Yeah.
the advice that Mr. Ratanal gave me, right? See, don't force anything. Allow things to happen by itself.
Yeah, I guess there is no guarantee if I do that, like the worst won't happen. And I'm still trying to avoid that.
You may have the best idea to feed the body, which is to go to this particular market where you know to have this particular food. You go there and the place is closed. Or the food that you're looking for is not there, right? And then you may be frustrated because you have an expectation. See, you had a desire, you're waiting a particular outcome out of your action. And then that produces the frustration and the confusion. I'm confused. What's going on? Why life is not happening according to my. This-
Yeah, but what if, like, yeah, I wish it was just this particular restaurant that I don't like is closed. That would be a problem. But this feels like like it all might really go to. I'm still kind of floating. And each week something happens that keeps me afloat. But I also might sink any moment, you know, like, and I can't help trying to avoid the thinking. Like, I'm really struggling.
Why? But who told you that you have to avoid the thinking?
The thinking.
Thinking. You are thinking.
No, see,
Think.
thinking. I'm talking about thinking in the phenomenon.
No, that's
Okay, it's a phenomenon.
no. This is a sense of failure. I had a plan. I made a project, and it's going to hell,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And then you
Yes.
identify yourself with the circumstances. The project may be sinking, but not you.
I'm still having problem to let the project sink, and this is
Still you have
because
are attached to the outcome of the action.
yes,
Yes.
I am.
And
Yes.
that is what produced the whole confusion and frustration and the sense of failure or sinking or
Yes.
whatever. It is all thought. All that is thought.
I know, but I can't like the, the thing is, if I sink, I might like even, you know,
You may come to float
sink.
again. You may come to the surface again. How? See, I only can speak from my own experience. As this is as a seeker. When this fire started burning, when it was light up and it started burning, okay, because of the one pointness of mind, right, to this self-realization, everything that I needed came into place. I don't remember myself doing a bloody thing, or including the trip to India. That wasn't impossible for me. It was impossible for me to go to India at that time. Financially impossible. It was too expensive, the ticket. What am I going to do with my kids, my house, my job, and everything else? And somehow everything was sorted out, and I landed in India 24th of December 1998. So after that, after that, everything that I didn't want it to go, but I'm not going back to Venezuela before I just ring the bell, right? I will pull the rope, okay, until the bell rings, okay? And I went for a month and I stayed 3. I didn't have money to extend ticket for the penalty, much less to stay longer. And somehow everything started developing in a way that I managed to stay for 6 months. Not even for 6 months to stay, but I also managed to go to Tiruvannamalai and all that, everything just somehow, and I didn't ask anything to anybody. And people were just offering help. They saw me, you are serious, feels that you want to stay, the people just came, like knowing my situation, and the help came. And to be honest with you, since then, my life has been working out in the same way. So we must surrender this, our beloved ego sense, and things somehow are going to be okay. But we cannot predict it because it's not going to come out of your idea or thoughts or your conditioning or projects or plan, but it's going to be okay somehow, right? There may be troubles,
Yeah.
there may be this and that. One must surrender. That's all.
I'm not even worried about myself. I don't like, I'm afraid I might put some other people in trouble. That's what I wouldn't like. This is my biggest issue, because I fucked up so spectacularly that I might even like hurt some other people, and this is what's bothering me, and that's the hardest thing,
But,
like to let everything,
but as,
go its way, whatever it might be.
as long as the idea I am Tonka, and I am the doer, and I am responsible for me and other people. And I see, there is a power running the whole universe. Just surrender, and it will take care of you and everything else. And the
The
paradox,
funny thing is,
and the
yeah,
paradox, you will find that it is your own power. It's the power within yourself. What is that power? This power will keep on operating associated by your like and dislikes. And it's going to be a repetition of the same story all the time, right? So if the ego sense is gone with with its likes and dislikes and prejudices. That light, that power, see, will operate in a complete, unpredictably, right? Anything may happen. Any possibility might show up. But the ego says,
Yeah.
okay, how do I know that the higher power is going to do the right thing?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah,
I know,
exactly.
I've been there, right? But I don't know. I only can speak from my own experience, and people may benefit from that, right? In the sense that, okay, I will surrender or I will inquire, right? Even troubles, you may find yourself in big troubles, and somehow, see, it's kind of a magic hand will come and rescue you, so to speak. I have to speak like this to you because you believe you are the ego. Otherwise, you will figure out how this works really. But
But the funny thing is, even now, every time I think I'm going to sink, someone comes up and offers me a hand. And like it's been like that for a while now. Like I don't know, I just keep afloat and I seriously have no idea how, but
even
I'm still afloat.
even if yes, don't worry. Just please relax.
I'm not even asking anyone for anything, like I just I feel, yeah.
Even if we
Do
pray,
you remember that?
even if we pray to God, we love more the object of desire than God Himself. So, in this sense, what it really means that if we love something else than our own self, means that we are more interested in something else than in one's own self.
Repeat that, please.
Where, where did you?
We are more interested. You said we are more interested in what than one ourselves.
In something else,
Yeah.
in what we want.
Remember the joke about that guy there was a flood, big flood. He was on the roof. Yeah. Then the boats kept coming to rescue him.
And
And he said, no, the God will rescue you.
yes,
Remember?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, get out of there, come. No, no, God will save me. And then another bigger boat, no, because it was more water. Hey, come. No, 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 God will save me. And then the guy was the water until here, so a helicopter came. Hey, come, hold on to the rope. No, 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 God will save me. And he sank and he died, went to heaven, and he complained, hey, mister, what's your problem? Why didn't you save me? What do you mean by why? I sent you a boat, a ship, and a helicopter, right? So deal with it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you're my helicopter.
Also, if you want the way out, your mind must be clear. So it must be still, pure still. If the mind
And
is,
also, yes, when I am like when my mind is calm, I get some really good ideas, on how to get off the roof. But the moment I start worrying, I get paralyzed.
yeah, fear comes and anxiety comes,
Yes,
and all that.
yes,
It's awful.
yes,
It is
yes,
awful, right?
yes.
But again, if I look to the other side, meaning by that to myself, then everything comes down and things get sorted out without us making the slightest effort. What we do is effortless. Our reality is effortless. Consciousness is effortless. It doesn't make an effort to be, and it's not interested in being anything else than what it is.
Yeah, I still feel like I should be doing some effort to,
Now,
not to think.
in another hand, what makes us think that activity or movement implies effort? The effort is a mental struggle, right? Which is basically a conflict with what is. Look around you, the whole world. What effort are you making for the sun to shine, right? The rivers to flow, the wind to blow? Nothing, right? Then get closer, look at your own body. What are you doing to beat the heart, digest the food? All this is happening spontaneously. Where is your actual input apart from thoughts? And these thoughts are just spoiling the natural flow of things, right? So this body is the universe itself. So is the universe, I am from the body point of view, right? What am I actually doing? Nothing. It seems that something is taking care of all.
Yeah, I don't feel taken care of, yes.
Yes, yes. You don't feel taken care of because you are like a spoiled brat. Take care of me, but do it like this. So you go
Yeah.
to the doctor, and the doctor make a diagnosis. No, 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 doctor, but I want you to cure me, to treat me in this way, with this medicine. And the doctor says, you keep quiet and do as I say, and then you will be fine, right? Because if you do what you want to do, you're going to get more sick and you're going to die. The doctor may say, listen, I have to, I don't know, chop your finger because otherwise you will die because there is gangrene there. Say, no, 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 no. Well, so I know it is easy to say. When we hear that as the ego says, oh God.
Yeah.
Also, you don't inquire diligently. You let all these things you follow all these thoughts and feelings and sensations and moods and stuff. Even if you just remember that you are the self, that will help a lot.
You mean even intellectually, if I
Yes,
remember.
yes. And consciousness. Anything that I know, if I know it, how can it be me? If I feel it, how can it be me?
So the doctor says keep quiet.
Yes.
Okay.
Let the mind talk, you be quiet. See, you are quietness. What I'm telling you is be what you are. Let the mind talk. Let thought come and go. You just remain as you are. Just be. And everything will be all right. On its own
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I mean, looking back, I've been in shitty situations before and going through like times when it seemed there was no way out. Like, how am I going to get out of this? And it worked out every time. And then looking back, I would see like there were some like times when things seemed stuck and there was nothing I could have done about it. But after a while, something happened, and it got unstuck. And all the time I was worrying in the stuck phase, I worried for nothing.
Yeah.
And I've been through that so many times and still
And
I
we,
worry.
and we don't learn, right?
Yes.
We don't learn.
No, I'm a slow learner.
And then we keep on putting ourselves in troubles, right? Every time we put our,
Ah,
every time every time we put our nose in the world, everything begin to smell.
but we keep putting it back.
Because the tendencies are not fully destroyed.
Yes.
And then we keep on running after this and that, what we think is best.
Yeah, we think we know. Oh, yes.
I don't know. That is wisdom. I don't know means simply being. And then the rest will unfold by itself.
I'll let you know how it unfolded. Yeah, okay. It helps to talk. Like sometimes I find like when I just like take a big detour, it's hard to like get back on the track by yourself.
As long as there is ego, we need to be reminded that there is no ego. We don't realize the self. We are the self. What we realize is that there is no ego. There is no self-realization. There is no ego realization. We cannot realize what we are. What we are is already realized.
Okay.
So we need to be. Satsang is it's a reminder. This is just a reminder.
Yes.
So as
Yes.
long as we forget what we are, we need to be reminded. That's all. If you can remember that by yourself, then that's it.
Yeah. Sometimes I can, but sometimes I'm
See, leave the world alone, the body alone, and the mind alone. All this is mind. Collectively, all that is mind. Even God, what we call God, is mind. It's a thought. For the thought of God to appear, must be a thinker of God, right? The thinker of God is a thought, right? First thought, I. And then that's the first person. The second person is you, means the world. The other is the world, right?
including the God.
And then the third person appears. There must be a God somewhere. Say the individual, the world, and God. They are just thought. They don't actually exist. And God exists, but is as I am. That's the name of God in all books of knowledge. I am.
But Yahweh,
I
like
am means I am.
yes, I am.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Not he
Yeah.
is. I am.
Mhm.
Yes. If it
I
is I
think
am,
that's
if it is I am, then who is going to know him? How can nothing know? Jesus is. This is logic also, right? It's not mystery. It's logic. My world, see, my family, my house, my body, my mind. It is mine. My intellect, my energy, my intuition, right?
my God.
It's yes, if it is mine, it's not I, right? This is my sweater. It's not I, right? It's not me. So then who am I? So I know everything, but I don't know myself. What's the point? Why I don't know myself? Because I know too much. I am too interested in what I know, right? How it's gonna be, blah blah blah, how it is, how it was.
How it should be.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
How it should be is according to how it was.
So is there a point to all of this happening, or is it like just completely random?
Hmm?
Like everything that's happening in our lives.
Okay. Again, what are you paying at? What do you what are you interested in? What are you interested
Okay.
now?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes.
Is all this
Yeah.
attention goes to
Yeah.
this and that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Forget about
I do. Yeah. I keep going back. You're
if
right.
you forget about this and that, all the attention falls back on yourself.
Mm.
If the attention is withdrawn
Yeah,
from an object from outside, it goes back inside.
yeah. But as I said, that's yeah, I'm still struggling a lot with that because of the yeah. You find it so funny, don't you? I can see your face. You're like, I can see you. You find it ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, when you see it, you also begin to laugh too. See?
Yeah, at moments I like sort of like whoo, and then I see it and it's ridiculous, and then I don't see it and it seems also scary. So I'm like constantly,
It's just
all over the place.
that's the whole just discriminate between the seer and the seen. Who am I? I must be the seer. And then don't take anything as I. Nothing is I. I am I. Nothing else is I. I am I. And then the reality of this I, our reality, it becomes clear what we actually are.
But from your perspective, it it probably everything seems so ridiculously
I do not
simple, doesn't it?
know what people talk about. Or just go along with it because otherwise, but
But yeah, but you then again you have to talk to me where I am because I can't talk to you where you are, right?
sorry?
Like um I am in my head where I am. And then you have to accept that I am wherever I am, like where my mind is.
I don't have to accept or reject anything. I'm just listening because I cannot not listen. Sense organs are
I
operating.
know.
I have no choice. It will, my ear will capture the sound of your voice, but
Yeah.
the content for me, it's not for me. It's not even specifically. It's just thought. See, for me, all that is thought. Right?
Yes. But then again, if I knew what you knew, we wouldn't be talking. There would be nothing to talk about.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. And then at some moments, like when I catch a glimpse of it, it's funny to me also that I'm even talking to you, but these are short moments. But it's but it's funny because I see you. Yeah, because I see you see it as funny that I see. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's like me trying to explain to my cat that he can't get up on the stove, but he does. And how, never mind how much I explain to the cat doesn't understand. But I'm still trying.
Cat is doing cat stuff.
I know. Yeah, he's not gonna go on the stove anyway. Understand it or not. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Caesar. Well, thank you for taking out your time.
Your I am I, nothing else is I.
Okay.
Sensory perception means object, body, body sensation, feelings, thoughts, emotions, moods, I don't know,
Thinking.
energy, thinking. None of that is I. I am I.
Oh. Mm,
Whatever I know is not I, is not me. And I speak about knower and known just to differentiate, see, yourself from everything else, right?
okay. I'll let you know how it went.
Good.
Okay. Thanks anyway.
Okay. And make a lot of money so you can come to visit again.
Yes, that would be nice.
Okay. Good.
Okay, good. Hi, Cesar, once again.
Alina.
Yeah, one second. Cesar, I have a really stupid one. So, but still. So I have this, like nothing really happens in my life right now, and I feel kind of bored, and I have this habit to open up social media, and that means that mind is not calm. Yes, it wants to entertain itself.
If I'm trying to fill a gap or a hole or a sense of emptiness, none of that is a problem, to be honest with you.
Mm. I don't know what my motivation actually is, Bless you.
There is nothing wrong with entertaining oneself. The idea is not to forget oneself.
I don't know, like sometimes I watch.
I remember watching videos of Ramana will read the newspaper every day.
Mm,
So the newspapers at that time was like social media nowadays, right?
yeah.
And he will read the letters of devotees. He will rarely reply any of it.
Mm,
He will read them all, right?
mm,
There was a small radio actually in the hall, and sometimes he will switch on the radio low volume, right? But he will put some music. Or he will go for a walk around the hill, right?
mhm.
No, I don't know.
No, it seems like I try to make self-inquiry as much as I remember about it. And the thought process is not so intensive right now, but it's still body identification, but it's take me less time to lose the identification with the thoughts or emotions. It's just like I switch that I'm the one who sees this. And but still there is a habit, like to open up uh, networks and watch something. And even before I got some use out of it because it was connect to my job, and I need to do like some mood board or something. And now just like this habit, I just open up Pinterest or Instagram or like, and I know that it's purposeless because I don't use it right now uh, for job
Okay.
or.
Oh, there is who is doing that?
Mm,
See, what is the problem in the idea I am Alina and I am doing this, that, or the other? For the practical of the matter, right? According to the circumstances. So, Joseph, for example, the news, right? If I live in a place which is in a very particular situation, you may like to check the news. It may not be all accurate, right?
mm,
You may like to have an idea of what is going on, that it will give you an input of about, okay, what can I do in this situation, right?
mm,
So I don't know. You may finish your job and then you go to bed, you go back home and you have your shower, dinner, whatever, and you entertain yourself. There is a story of a Baba devotee, a student, and the father of this student was self-realized. And then this man was sitting on in front of the TV. He was watching all these, these Indian movies. They're very
mm,
funny with war and stuff, all these epic his stories and all that.
mm,
And he's entertaining himself, and then suddenly he looked at the grandson and said, "You may be wondering, right? why a person like me is watching this. You see, when the ego is gone, everything is entertaining. See? So there is nothing, all this is you know what I'm saying? If there is no ego, body identity, the activities of the body, yours or someone else's, they are not a problem. They may be comfortable or uncomfortable or whatever, right?
Mhm.
But your question is based on good and evil, see, right and wrong.
Yeah.
Am I doing right? Is it right? Is it wrong? Am I a good girl? Am I a bad girl? See, you're looking for purposes, reasons. Why am I doing this and that?
No, before I was blaming myself for procrastination, and now I'm just watching it, and the only question which arises is it a distraction from a self-inquiry?
I don't know if you are really procrastinating. I don't live with you. See, that I can see what exactly you're doing all the time and why and all that stuff.
No, I already.
Ramana Maharshi was procrastinating basically for 16 years, right?
Mm,
Because the only thing that he did was stand up just to get food and sit back again and until the next day, sometimes even more.
I think I am
Uh,
just
Is,
I'm
is the body I? Then, if the body is not I, why shall I care about body activities or inactivities?
the body is still there, and
Is
I just
okay, but the body says I am there.
no.
Hmm. In reality, there is not even a body, it is just a thought. I am the body. That thought is, is the mind. Hmm?
Mhm.
Only I is there. I meaning by I consciousness. The rest, it appears to be there. It's not really there. It's not real. Then why worry about it?
I think it's the last
If my
identification.
neighbor is my neighbor kill somebody or he saves somebody, am I the neighbor? No. Why do I care if he kills somebody or he saves the whole world? That's none of my business. I got nothing to do with that.
Mm.
Right? There is no difference between this body and my neighbor's body. That body is not I. This body is not I.
Sorry, it says that I lost connection. Can you repeat the last sentence,
Where
please?
did you get lost? Until when did you hear? What was the last time you heard? What the last thing you heard?
Now I lost it again, and none of it. You said that the neighbor. If the neighbor,
If my neighbor kills somebody or
yeah.
save everybody, what do I have to do with that? Am I he? No. So why am I concerned if it's good or evil? Right?
Mm,
Am I this body?
no,
Then why am I concerned about the body activities?
because still there is slight belief that I'm a body. Not belief, but it's only that I know for now that
Okay.
I'm the body.
Then
Probably like empty with no thoughts, but still the body.
don't forget I am the self.
Yeah. I already got this idea that okay, if I preordain to do nothing and to watch and procrastinate and to watch like that's gonna be like this. Okay, I'm not save the world or something, but still there is
this body which doing nothing, and still there is idea of, I don't know, being devotee or have some
Idea.
enlightenment. Last
I have
idea.
this, I have this idea, I have this idea, I have this thought. See, the I that says I have this idea, I have this thought is a thought. See, I am Alina, I have this idea, and I have this thought. See, I am Alina, this is a thought, this is the thought I. See, the thinker is a thought. Sometimes I sit here, and the I shoot down by itself. People may think I am meditating or sleeping, perhaps, but I am not. I am very much aware. Even when the body is, even if the mind sleeps, I am not asleep. I am always awake, aware. I am always, right? So, as long as we don't know oneself, all these troubles are continue. And they are not even there. The trouble is also a thought. I have this problem because I think if I am doing this or not doing that, you see, the problem is a thought.
Mm.
Again,
No,
the
I
one,
get it. I get it, like by logic, and and by like free will, I can see that, okay, this is a thought, this is a thought, but the last thought, I cannot see it.
sorry?
I said that I already get the idea and all about the, self-inquiry, and I, as like a free will, which I'm not, I get that uh, I can see the thought, the emotion, the perceptions, and all of this. But the last one, this I thought, I cannot disidentify myself with.
You cannot see it because you believe you are it.
But I cannot also not believe it because I don't know how I believe it.
The habit.
And to make this habit less is just to calm down, to shut up, and it's gonna dissolve itself, or what?
If the mind is active, there must be a seer, right?
Yes.
Then leave the mind alone. If the mind is still, there must be a seer also.
But isn't it the mind sees the mind?
Just slow down. I haven't even finished the answer.
Okay.
So be that seer and let the sin come and go. Don't interfere.
Mm.
The idea of being the seer also will disappear.
I trust you and I rely on your words. But last time there was a guy with this green pen. You remember? The new one from Ukraine. And you said that, okay, you see the green. You see the pen. It's green and it's something of plastic and la la la. And then you said, if you put attention from the pen to oneself, there is no pen because you switch attention. But the thought which comes, if I see on myself what I know as myself, it's the pen, and the pen will never disappear because I look at the pen, and it's if I will not put attention out of it, it will always remain.
Yeah, but the thought pen will not be there. If the thought pen is not there, there is no pen. That's what I meant. Because the pen doesn't say, hello, I am a pen. And I am green. And I am plastic. And I am hard. Who is saying so? I.
But if you already know that it's pen, you can just watch it, and you cannot even call it. You just know that it's a pen.
You don't understand then the purpose of the inquiry and the meaning of the explanation.
Probably, I don't know. It just seems like if I look myself at what I think myself it is, I will be looking at it to the end of time.
See, you think all that, and then you believe all these thoughts. See, and you believe also to be the I thought. If the attention is on the thinker, the thoughts will not arise. As soon as we let go attention from the thinker, the thought arises. You, he, she. I'm not talking about sensory perception, may be there, what we call consciousness. Okay? But if the attention is on oneself, thoughts about this, that, and the other will not arise.
Mm.
If the thinker remains free from thought, the thinker free from thought cannot stand, and it will also disappear. It means I am Alina, I am Caesar, I am the body, the thought I will also disappear.
So if the thinker preoccupied with oneself, it means that it's no space for thought, and it not arise, because attention is inside, and there is no chance that until attention is inside, it's already occupied. Thoughts cannot put
Yes.
the place because it's already
Yes.
taken.
Even if the thoughts are there, even if they don't go, if the attention goes to myself, the seer, then I am not bothered by them. They are ignored. Do you understand?
Yeah, I did. I hope I did, because every time I said yes, something else comes to surface, and it turns that. Because every time when I said yes, it means no, because it's still no realization. It's just
Where all these analyses and conclusions that you are making take you to where? What did you get out of that? More confusion, right?
yeah, probably.
So that method is not working.
Mhm.
And reasoning is not working, right?
Mm.
You guys, this is something that I witnessed when I was in your region. Is the way of thinking. It's basically a collective thing. It's because of the educational system, right?
Mhm.
Everything has to be logic, and everything has to go through reasoning, and it has to be, right?
Mm.
So this is more reasonable than anything else, but I cannot understand it because I am over reasoning. See, this is an overuse of the intellect. It's called intellectualization. It's too much. It's very simple. There is a thinker and there are thoughts, right?
Mm.
I am not interested. I don't. I am not interested in even in destroy the thoughts, but to put attention to myself, the thinker, what appears to be myself, the thinker. That's all.
Mm.
The thinker of the thoughts is the one that says that sees the thoughts. Yes or no? I think this, that, and the other. So how do I know that I think that or the other? Because I see my thoughts, right?
Yes.
Then remain as sincere.
Mm.
This is to hold on to the thought I or the I thought. If you hold on to the I thought, all thoughts will disappear. And then the I thought will also disappear. That's the only thing that you actually need to know and to do, if you can call this a doing.
Mm.
It's a simple, single advice.
Mm.
But no, the habit, see, the tendency, the predisposition. Well, but oh my God, where do you go with that? Nowhere. It leads you to nowhere. Why?
Yeah, just because the
Because it
culture
is,
tells you that.
no, because it is done by me. So it needs me, the ego, to be there. So this cannot destroy the ego because it is done by the ego. It needs the ego present, right?
Because we get used that if you get something intellectually, you actually got the knowledge, but this knowledge is beyond the
What
intellect.
you are is beyond the intellect and the ego and everything. So how can you know yourself by the means of any of that? If you are beyond and if you are that, what you need to know that you are what you are.
Just be.
Even the intellect is also yours. If it is yours, it's not you, it's mine, it's my tool. Hmm?
Mm.
You may need the intellect to navigate in the world, to discriminate between box number 32 and 55, because 32 goes here and 35 goes there, and I want to go there. So I have to decide, discriminate. Shall I take this bus or that bus? Right? This one goes
Mm.
to metro and all that stuff. You live where? You are not
In
in.
Kaluga. In Kaluga. It's now it's small city, 3 hours from Moscow.
Yeah. If you're in Moscow, then you have all this, the blue circle, the brown circle,
Yeah.
the red circle. No, I remember, if I remember.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. The lines. The circle is one,
Yes,
the
yes,
brown, and there is
the
lines,
line.
yellow and yeah,
Exactly. So you
green.
need to know this. You may need the intellect for that.
Mm.
You know that you are right now. You know that you are, and
Mm.
you are already consciousness, right? But you are thinking about something else and paying attention to something else, interested in something else, not on
Mm.
yourself. If you pay attention to yourself, then it begins to become clear what yourself actually is, what you actually are.
Cesar, the solid objects, they're also thoughts from the absolute point of view.
From the absolute point of view, there is nothing. There are no objects, no world, no mind, no nothing. But
And
since it is an image means it is imagined, right? Any image must be imagined, right? So the mind is the imagination power of the self, the power of imagination, right?
no matter if it's subtle or solid,
Yes,
or
correct.
even the people and the
Yes,
animals and the nature,
yes, yes.
everything is a thought.
This is the gross aspect of the mind.
Mhm.
Means what we call objective reality, the world, including all. Okay?
Yes, yes.
So what we call mind is actually thought, which is the subtle aspect of the mind.
Mhm.
It is also an object, but it's subtle. You cannot touch it. See, you cannot grasp it with your hand. So it's a subtle object, knowledge, thought, and all that, right?
Yes.
And then there are the tendencies, which are hidden. This is even more subtle, right? The
Mm.
predisposition that exists in a latent potential state, mean they haven't shown up, they haven't taken any form, they haven't get manifested, but they are there in a latent state, potential state, in a seed form. So all that collectively is the mind. Hmm?
But for example, if two people or two animals are fighting or kill each other, it means that one thought kill other thought.
Now where are you going? If I give you the answer to that question, will you feel more enlightened?
I just try, everything is a distraction. Try to
All this,
unfocus out
all
of.
this is that you consider anything that you think about or pay attention to is a distraction. Everything, see, if you are not paying attention to yourself, you are distracted. All what you want to know, you will know it when you know yourself.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you will have to believe me. You
Yeah,
don't know it.
that's why I'm asking, because I believe you.
Mm.
But I also see that it's the way to hold
No, the
to
way,
hold them.
that's the wrong way. You're going in the wrong direction.
No,
So
I mean to
animal
hold
kills
the
another
ego.
animal, then see, you go back to, you want to understand even the world with the mind. By the means of thinking, thought, because all that is thought. Can you see that? All
Mm.
that is confusion. More thought, more confusion. And yes, to keep the mind. See, if the mind pays attention to something else, even if that something else is not physically present, this is the mind is already going out. Hmm?
Mm.
When it pays attention to itself, it's inside. When it disappears, there is no inside, no outside.
Mm. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. There is a thinker, there is a thought. The thinker is the seer of the thought. Ignore the thought, see, and see the seer, see the thinker. Beat.
My connection was lost.
Okay, and I have to go now.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Nos vemos entonces a la noche.